And the starting lineups have concluded. So just... It's the NBA on 2K. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
It sure has. Thanks, DA. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the center position. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Now, here's Walker. It's Brown on the wing. Richardson covering. Brown jams it in.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
And Jason Tatum, he got a lot of the pub last year, and deservedly so. But Jaylen Brown made monstrous strides as well, especially when it came to efficiency.
Hayward kicks to Tatum. Releases from 15. Rebound by the 76ers. Now the 76ers on the break. Harris with the ball.
Come on.
And the 76ers get it back and taken away by Brown. Tatum with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Tatum's shot is off.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay.
And you look at Brown's field goal percentage and his free throw percentage, Greg, both career highs last season.
And Kev, his shot was never broken. The motion never had to be rebuilt. Brown's problem coming into the league was that he would shoot the ball differently every time. Once he landed on the repeatable mechanics, you could see the consistency start to take form. And that's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Hayward, left side. Tice inside. Guarded by Embiid. The Celtics working the ball around now. And here's Walker outside. The shot, no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. Richardson with it. Picked up by Brown. And it's blocked by Brown. They retain possession. Horford finds Simmons. To the right side. Clock at 6. Here's Horford. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. They get it again. Second shot opportunity. Tice passes to Walker. To the inside. Embiid with the steal. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Richardson, no luck.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Snatched up. Tice passes to Brown. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Richardson. Then for the Celtics, Enes Kanter comes in for Daniel Tice. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Gordon Hayward.
Right now, Simmons is a question with no answer. A tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
Mike Scott's checked in for Philadelphia. Robinson comes in for Tobias Harris. Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Brad Wanamaker comes in for Walker. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Shot clock at 5. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Brown, and Brown throws it down.
Hey, I don't think there's any excuse for allowing Brown to get that deep. I mean, he's brilliant at throwing it down if the defense doesn't stop him.
Now, here is Robinson. Passes it to Embiid. Stolen by Kanter. Smart goes in. Brown, the pass to Wanamaker. Williams finds Brown. That's tipped. 4 on the clock. From the stripe, and they'll turn it over. Did not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Some changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Robinson, and Alec Burks subbed in for Simmons. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. to the right wing. Here's Korkmaz. Offensive rebound. Embiid kicks to Korkmaz. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. A floater. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here. Milton's checked in. Embiid, no good. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis. But Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
Milton. No good on the triple. Boston leading by 7. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And it's Brown missing. And now Philadelphia on the break. And Scott now, top of the key, deflects the pass. Embiid's shot is good.
Get Embiid the ball and he goes to work, especially that close to the basket.
Now Smart. Williams inside. Embiid's there. The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And that one falls for Smart.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And so it's Boston, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll take a quick break, and then...
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Celtics, we've got Williams. Williams is out there with Hayward. Then there's Smart, and it's Wanamaker in at the 5. Richardson, he's checked in for the 76ers. And the Celtics also making a change. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says when athletes are also informative, it can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big, and I'm a part of that movement. Guys?
Strong story, DA, there. Thanks.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Richardson dishes to Horford. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. Celtics leading by 7. Three-pointer, Hayward. And it's Hayward again missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And the 76ers with some changes. Glenn Robinson III comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Alec Burks. And the Celtics also making a change. Cantor's checked in. Poked away, and another turnover here by Philadelphia. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. The Celtics have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Walker against Robinson. Back to Walker. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Richardson. And Cantor pulls it down.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
On a team filled with big wings last year, Walker gave the Celtics a guy with great supreme quickness who could break down the defense when nothing else was there.
And he's that rare commodity, an elite catalyst who doesn't have to dominate the ball to make an impact. That allows room for others to feel empowered out on the floor. It's just one of the many ways Walker makes his teammates better.
And the 76ers making a change here. Eibel's checked in. Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Celtics. And they double up Brown. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Celtics now. Shot clock at 3. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Robinson with it. Tice is there. Outside Robinson. Harris outside. Horford. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. High arcing shot. That one no good. The 76ers trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Well, you can't afford to give Horford that type of advantage inside. As soon as you do that, you're cooked.
Brown got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession. The second chance effort, the putback, and Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got the lead up to 9 now for the Celtics.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his 2nd foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Al Horford. The Celtics also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Harris, good.
You know, for a big guy, Joel Embiid's floor awareness is pretty impressive. He does a pretty good job of finding open guys.
Now here's Brown, defended by Thibault. Looking to get back on track here, and Brown throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Here's the 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. And finished off by Robinson.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Here's Tatum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. And so Tatum nails them both.
During his rookie season, Jason Tatum was Boston's go-to guy in the Eastern Conference Finals. A rare opportunity, and that young fella delivered at a high level.
Pass to Scott. Embiid inside, and that does it for the first half of play.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Out in front of the half is Boston. They have a nice 7-point lead. And Shaq.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of it.
The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. That's the five to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. And Simmons slams it in.
When Simmons is driving inside, I'm telling you, he's going to sky up for the flush. Getting to the bucket in no time.
Brown the pass to Tice. He dishes it to Hayward. Rebound by the 76ers. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Over Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Well, you look at Tobias Harris, and I really think attacking defenses is one of his strong suits.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
And it's blocked by Simmons.
Well, you got to respect the athleticism and the willingness to defend that Simmons has. I mean, he's a skilled shot blocker, too.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Korkmaz, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And then for Boston. Williams comes in for Daniel Tice. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And they're pushing it up. Nice shot by Smart.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Sixers.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Korkmaz passes to Simmons. Feeds it to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Guys, the passing ability and IQ of Ben Simmons, both amazing.
Here's Wanamaker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Hayward, left side. The putback, it's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And the call will be against Brad Wanamaker. That's his first foul. And the 76ers with some changes. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Shake Milton comes in for Richardson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Ben Simmons. Boston also with the sub. Cantor checked in for Williams. The tray. The rebound by the Celtics. Cantor's got 4 rebounds now tonight. In the corner, it's Hayward. Three-pointer. Gets a hand on it, and Cantor able to finish.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team bound points off misses.
The pass to Burks. Back to Embiid. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Smart. Inside, Hayward tries again. Here's Williams. He shoots again. Back to Cantor. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Cantor's got 6.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Cantor's hands inside. And why not? That part of his game is very refined.
It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down to a single point after the basket from Embiid. There's 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. Williams in the post, guarded by Embiid. Williams passes to Wanamaker. Goes back up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And, you know, Cantor can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris comes in for Joel Embiid, and Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Korkmaz. Then for the Celtics, Tatum, he's checked in for Hayward. Brown comes in for Marcus Smart, and it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. Josh Richardson's checked in for the 76ers. Boston also with the sub. Tice is checked in, and Walker's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Tatum no good. The 76ers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. The drive by Scott, and it's Scott with the jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along. Along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Down is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Daniel Tice out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Walker in at the point guard position.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Guys, how about all the second chance points they've been able to convert throughout the game?
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively, and they've been turning those turnovers into points.
The 76ers making a switch here. Simmons is checked in, and Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Boston making a switch here. Hayward's checked in. 76ers trailing. Outside, Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Richardson against Brown. Tatum down low. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 7 rebounds in the game. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Yeah, the effort and willingness to get out and run like that on the fast break endears Harris to his coaches, I'm sure.
And Walker kicks to Brown. Tice passes to Tatum. There's the triple. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The 76ers leading by 3. Here's Harris. Finish. finished off the break.
Harris has really become much more adept at finishing hard shots. Great focus there.
Walker against Simmons. A fader, and it doesn't even draw iron. Here's Philadelphia. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's Richardson, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And now you're starting to see them just turn up the tempo a little bit.
Brown outside. Brown jams it in.
And Brown is quite aggressive. I mean, a masterful penetrator who can take it to defenders when he drives.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And the Celtics also making a change. Smart's checked in. Good work there as it goes.
Tell you what, does not matter what the defense throws his way. The heart of Simmons allows him to play through that, and he's still going to knock the shot down.
Walker in the post. Simmons is there. Not as good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Kemba Walker.
Walker demanding the ball when they need a bucket, relishing these moments.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Harris drives in, and slam dunk by Harris.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Smart on the wing. Back to Tice. In the corner. Tatum with it. Pass to Tice. The feed to Tatum. And stolen by Horford. To the paint. Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Tatum. Good work defensively by Richardson. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Outside for Simmons. Back to Harris. Passes it to Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
Boy, never shy about getting to that rack. Simmons so aggressive playing downhill. Nice dunk there.
Hayward on the wing. It's stolen by Harris. Kicks it out to Richardson. From downtown. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now it's a 12-point 76ers lead.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the 76ers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Joel Embiid.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And that one falls for O'Quinn. Brad Wanamaker's checked in for Boston. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Celtics. Here's Ojale. Outside Williams. Nice D from Scott. Here's Korkmaz. No good. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A great view of our broadcast. And we've got
Kevin, thanks.
David. He has been a great addition. Thanks for that report. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5 down low. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now Young. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
Such a precise player. When Young notices those kind of openings, he definitely is looking to attack.
There's Walker with the 3. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. To the middle. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Both free throws good from Capella.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
A nice shot by Young.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. There's Brown with the 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Atlanta. Young against Walker. From deep three-point range, Atlanta gets it back. Hunter kicks to Young. And the 3 off target. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. To the inside. Stolen. It's 2-on-1. And foul called. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. The Hawks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Here's Walker following the basket by Trae Young. Walker taking his time here. Down low. Tice. No good again that time.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling. Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Young with the ball. He's picked up by Walker, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That is his first foul of the game. Boston making some changes. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Now here's Brown. And stolen by Hunter. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. The Hawks leading by 12. Inside, Williams with the steal. Here's Wanamaker, fatigue covering.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Pass to Fernando. and a missed layup. Celtics trail by 10. Brown inside, misses the layup. Here's Atlanta. They're on a 14-2 run here. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Smart.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Trae Young, he's checked in for T. And the Celtics also making a change. Williams is checked in. And it's Brown missing.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And here's Young from the arc. The rebound by the Celtics. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Wanamaker's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Here's Young. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D there from Williams.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Cantor, the pass to Smart. Cantor dishes to Smart. 6 on the shot clock. Cantor trying to free himself up. And it's Brown missing.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Smart on the wing. It's stolen by Reddish. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the 2nd. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Atlanta, Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Bembry out there with Trae Young. And it's Jones in at the center position. Tatum finds Cantor. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Clock at 2. The 3 from Tatum. And it's Trae Young with the rebound. And it's Jones with the ball for Atlanta.
And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
16 feet away. And finished off by Collins.
Yeah, the way you keep plays alive is with some effort, and John Collins giving it to you.
And here's Smart. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside Tatum. Over Reddish. Tatum's shot is off. Brent, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
Celtics passing it around. Smart passes to Cantor. Over Jones. And another shot. Cantor's shot is off. The Hawks leading by 14. Here's Bembry, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Cantor kicks to Tatum. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, in one-on-one situations, Tatum is a nightmare to guard. Versatile offensively, and really allows him to score consistently.
Young is double. To the middle, here's Collins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor. Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line?
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Hawks leading by 16. Teague with the ball, now defended by Hayward. Here's Herter. To the wing right side. And stolen by Hayward. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Hayward's running. And Williams with the basket on the assist by Hayward.
And really exemplifies who Hayward is. A team player, someone who enjoys spotting his open teammate.
Here's Herter, guarded by Walker. Williams with the block. Brown feeling it out a bit. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
To the paint. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Clint Capella.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Atlanta making a switch here. Fernando's checked in. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Brown against Teague. Pass to Herter. Back to Teague. Now here's Hunter. And it's off from three-point range. The Celtics shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the first one drops.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first. And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Teague against Brown. Outside Teague. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
No hesitation from Teague. Saw a seam and took it, finding a way to nail the shot.
Here's Walker. No good on the last second attempt there. And so, thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, after 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They are leading by 12. And that.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Daniel Tice out there with Williams, and it's Walker in at the guard position.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Up again, and Williams is right there. Williams has got 10.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. And a deep three from Young. Rebound by Williams. Celtics trail by 12. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
And love seeing Brown drop the hammer. Just an amazing dunker who really bashes it in the basket.
Capella finds Young. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Herter, no good.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Young passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds. And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Now, here is Young. He's got 11. For the three. They get it back, and there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his first foul. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Collins comes in for Bruno Fernando. Reddish, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. And it's Bembry in for Trae Young. And then for Boston, Tatum, he's checked in for Williams. Smart comes in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Reddish the pass to Dedmon. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Hawks lead by 12. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Enes Kanter comes in for Daniel Tice. And it's Robert Williams in for Gordon Hayward. Here's Bembry. 5 on the clock. Over to the left wing. Collins wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range. The three from Tatum. Boston. No good that time either.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Reddish with the slam.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 14-point game. Williams kicks to Smart. The pass to Wanamaker. Right side Tatum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Walker's checked in for Brad Wanamaker. Graham in the corner. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Kanter. Now here's Reddish. He's covered closely. Pass to Graham. Shot clock at 6. It's Collins with the drive and finished off by Collins.
I just feel like Collins is at his best when he's going at the defense.
Here's Tatum. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Tatum's got 6 in the quarter.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's Young. Up and in on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 12.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint. Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. The Hawks have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
This could go down as the win-win trade of the draft over the last 3 or 4 years. The 5th pick in 2018, Trae Young, traded on draft day for Luka Doncic. And they might have put a little chip on his shoulder, one that he played with in the second half of his rookie season.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Walker. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. Tice controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Young. Chalk up 2 there. Young's got 19 points.
You just can't take Trae Young lightly from anywhere on the floor. These kind of shots will help him get into a rhythm.
It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Walker. That shot missing. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Hawks up. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Young. Jones is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Teague. And it's Herter in at the small forward. So that's the Hawks 5. Rebounded by Capella. The Hawks leading by 12. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's foul number 2 for him. Hunter's checked in for Young. Outside Teague. Back to Herter. Kicks it to Capella. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Brown outside. Pass to Walker. Nice ball movement by Boston. The shot off that time. Great D that time from T. Walker's gone 40% from the floor in 10 attempts. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Herter getting up there and making that one look pretty easy.
In the corner, Tatum with it. Back to Walker. And stolen by Hunter. The Hawks, another fast break opportunity here. Teague finds Jones. Hunter with it. Back to Jones. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Herter. Defended by Hayward. 6 to shoot. Capella goes in. The kick out to T. Shoots over Walker. Capella, the pass to Jones. Hunter with it. Guarded by Walker. Pass to Capella. It's stolen by Brown.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
Outside Teague. There's the dish to Jones, and the pass to Herter. Capella trying to free himself up. Great positioning on the putback. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Collins checked in for Damian Jones. And Trae Young subbed in for Kevin Herter. Young with the ball. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And Hayward is right there.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Young against Brown. Capella kicks to T. Collins passes to Capella. Young outside. And a miss there on the triple.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Tatum against Young. Kicks it out to Collins. Young passes to Capella. It's stolen by Tice. Over in the corner, Brown. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. They led by as many as 18 points.
Just getting inside as a wing can help you out a lot. And Hunter right there forces the defense to foul.
And so he hits both. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Hayward kicks to Walker. Good for his sixth make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And a capable scorer from anywhere on the floor. You give Walker those kinds of looks and he's going to make you pay. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Hawks.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Trae Young.
Oh, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Here's Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Collins.
Yeah, nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
Atlanta making a switch here. Herter's checked in. And a new group in for the Celtics. Shemi Ojeley's checked in for Daniel Tice. Green comes in for Gordon Hayward. Langford's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker.
And Teague can be a knockdown shooter, especially from the free throw line.
Williams is checked in for the Celtics. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Wanamaker. Tips it up. Rebounded by Capella. That's good from Capella.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Williams against Collins. Passes to Wanamaker. Rebounded by Capella. Now Hunter. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Eve? All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. The Raptors coming down the tunnel prior to the game.
Kevin, thanks.
Oh, you know what? I love that work ethic. Thanks, D.A. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5 down low. And for Toronto, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
VanVleet outside. Off target with his 3.
Talk about an unsung hero, Daniel Tice. Last offseason, he agreed to a 2-year deal with the Celtics worth $10 million. Just another great signing by Danny Ainge.
Here is Lowry following the bucket by the Celtics. VanVleet outside. For 3, Siakam. Kicks it out to VanVleet. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. He feeds it to Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now. Hayward passes to Tice. Back to Hayward. And he gets the bucket.
And see, Webb, when you look at all that Tice provides for this team, it's amazing he doesn't get more credit.
Well, you're right, Jay, but he is surrounded by great players who deserve to attract the limelight. But he can rebound, defend, set picks. He can stretch the floor, and every year he continues to improve.
Here's Brown following the basket by Fred VanVleet. Fast break Toronto. Shoots the 3. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. Walker's shot is off.
The setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. All going up court. And the basket by Tatum.
Refusing to let the defender alter his shot. Tatum's focus and drive, it's what helps him finish hard shots.
And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful. And when talking about Tatum, it's hard not to think back to 2017 when Danny Ainge traded back to 3, essentially choosing him over Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, and now Fultz is starting to pick it up a little bit, though. He's watching. He's going to be dynamic. But you're right. Certain deals can define a franchise. And Ainge, he's unafraid to take chances.
Here's Walker after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. And here's Walker. The kick out to Brown. Tries again. Boston, no good that time either.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul. And the Raptors with some changes. Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. And it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson in for Anunoby. The Celtics also with a sub. Smart's checked in.
Oh, impressive ball handling from Tatum. I mean, attracts the other team's focus and then finds the open man.
Raptors trail by 7. Siakam left side. Stolen by Smart. And here we go again. The Celtics in transition. Up the court they go. The putback, and Tatum stays with it. Tatum's got 9. The Raptors have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Outside, Davis. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Tatum on the wing, covered by Siakam. The Raptors shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. And here's Gasol outside. And again, Toronto no luck. Celtics leading by 9. Here's Walker. Back to Smart. Feeds it to Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
So who can at Jason Tatum's rookie year. I mean, in the 2018 playoffs, all he did was lead the Celtics in scoring at just 20 years old, taking Boston to Game 7 of the conference finals.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Chris Boucher's checked in for Siakam. And Norman Powell subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Then for the Celtics, Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Robert Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Here's Davis, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Gasol sends it back.
Got to be wary of Gasol. I mean, he's good at using his length to turn away shots.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Raptors making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in. Raptors get it back. Outside for Gasol. Foul for 3. Rebound Boston. And here's the break. Here's Tatum. Kanter controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Kanter has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates' misses.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story. And before the game, we checked in with Marcus Smart, who told us...
I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so...
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. They've got Marcus Smart. Williams is out there with Williams. Then it's Tatum, and it's Wanamaker in at the point. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Toronto. OG Anunoby comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And a change for the Celtics. Brown is checked in for Tatum.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Powell kicks to Ibaka. Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now Boston takes it the other way. Keeps it alive, and Williams is right there.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Here's Anunoby, and that one is off. Some solid defense from Brown. Celtics leading by 15.
And I remember a lot of scouts wondered whether Brown could ever become a 20-point-per-game scorer. That question was answered in only his 4th season.
Oh, yeah, it didn't take long for him to answer that question. And he did it in a variety of ways. He hit more threes, drew more fouls, did a better job of converting at the rim. And the scary part is, it feels like he's just getting started.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Powell, that's good.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some O.
The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Wanamaker, the pass to Brown. Over in the corner, Williams. Back to Brown. They get the rebound.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Raptors trail by 17. Ibaka goes in. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, Do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Here's Tice, and Tice throws it down.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's his first trip to the line.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
And the Raptors with some changes. Gasol comes in for Serge Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for OG Anunoby. Walker, an easy 2 points on the layup. Walker's got his first points of the game.
Don't you love the passion Walker plays with? An incredible athlete who somehow muscles in tough shots.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Over in the corner, Brown. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And that's going to be a travel.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Tatum, he's checked in for Boston.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage. And with the Celtics entering that win-now mode last season, the acquisition of Walker just made too much sense.
Yeah, he's a proven winner. Dating back to college, Walker's made a ton of clutch shots in his career. GA, as long as he's in Boston, he'll have plenty of opportunities to continue that.
Siakam finds Lowry, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants. And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Raptors trail by 21. 40 seconds left here in the second. A nice shot by Gasol.
And this is why you got to put a body on Gasol. Great size and anticipation on the glass.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Kemba Walker hits them both.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And there's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. It's tipped.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
The Raptors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Boston leading by 20. Hayward outside. Over in the corner, Brown. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Brown's got 8 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Puts it up from 17, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 13 points in the game.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in the...
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. It was all Jason Tatum in the first quarter. He had 13 points, 2 assists. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slot. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at center. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Knocks it loose. Up top, Tice. In the corner, Tatum with it. That 3 off the mark. And so VanVleet will bring it up for Toronto. The drive by Siakam. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
Taking 2 shots.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Walker against Lowry. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 11 points.
Well, this is the thing about Walker. He will challenge you from the perimeter. He will challenge you inside also.
Anunoby has the open look. Offline with his 3. Celtics leading by 23. And Hayward at the stuff.
Oh, terrific timing on that play. I mean, Hayward has great chemistry with his teammates.
The drive by Siakam.
Defends the shot and grabs the rebound. About as big an impact as you can have on a possession.
Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won Most Improved Player in the league in 2019, and as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward, rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Here's Brown. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. 10 points for him.
And Brown is a reliable threat from mid-range. I mean, effortlessly rising up for the nice-looking J.
And Ibaka is right there.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip-in.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And finished off by Brown.
What an athletic play from Brown, showing off his mad hops on these jams.
Siakam kicks to Lowry. Raptors with a fresh shot clock. Siakam on the follow.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. And here's Brown outside. That doesn't go either for Brown. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. And Siakam with the basket on the assist by Lowry. Siakam's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's just smart basketball. Lowry reading the overcommitment and just whipping the ball to the open man.
And it goes down 2 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
From 12 feet out, the rebound by the Celtics. Tice has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Up again, and Tatum stays with it. Tatum's got 17 now.
The anticipation, the length. Tatum maximizes the opportunity on both ends.
VanVleet wide open. Off target from outside. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the 3rd quarter. From past the arc, Jason Tatum again from deep. Tatum's got 20 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
To the inside. Brown dishes to Hayward. The shot. And that one hits back iron. Toronto's gotten blanked from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Anunoby kicks to Siakam. Lowry against Walker.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Tice finds Tatum. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Well, I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion he's shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance.
Here's Van Vliet. Here's Anunoby. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
And so it's Boston with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. We've got Green. Williams is out there with Williams. Then it's Langford. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1 spot. The shot by Powell, no good. The Celtics shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Wanamaker, the pass to Williams. Nice ball movement by Boston. Langford with it. Williams kicks to Langford. Just 5 to shoot. Williams dishes to Williams. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Green passes to Langford. Back to Green. Boucher with the steal. Here's Powell. Rebounded by Langford.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
But they get it back.
In the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards.
An even 3-on-3 break. There's Williams with the 3. They get it back. And the basket by Langford.
Great in transition. Langford makes himself available, and boy, he knows how to finish.
Here's Boucher, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons,
right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Wanamaker. Outside, Green. Cantor finds Green. Back to Cantor. Here's Williams. Covered by Hollis Jefferson. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Boucher. Pass to Thomas. On the wing, Johnson. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. From deep. The Raptors rebound.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard. Gets them another possession and allows them to run even more clock.
Here's Wanamaker. Takes a three. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Here's McCall. The 3-ball. Rebound Boston. Williams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Pass to Wanamaker. He feeds it to Williams. Over Johnson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt. Has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Gasol comes in for Chris Boucher. And Norman Powell subbed in for Rondé and Hollis Jefferson. Langford's checked in for Boston. Green dishes to Langford. And there's the feed to Williams. Back to Green. Floats it up for Williams. The pass to Cantor. Johnson with the defensive effort. And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. But, Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics. And that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game.
It's good.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Celtics.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jason Tatum.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
The Celtics making a switch here. Wanamaker's checked in. Goes up on the wing. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they got to show some more aggression.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And Thomas, here we go.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here's Wanamaker. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Here's Powell. Thomas. And Thomas with the second chance points.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. And so it's Boston easily grabbed. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris An aerial view of downtown Boston. Our locations. Alexander.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Celtics, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the center, filling out the middle. And a wide open look for Walker. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Richardson outside. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Walker dishes to Brown. Back to Walker. Embiid with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Harris and Hayward with the block.
Well, this is where Gordon Hayward has turned himself into a dependable two-way player. How good is he at using his length to turn away these shots?
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Richardson, good. And here's Walker. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, a big part of what Kemba Walker does that makes him dangerous, scoring off the move. How about that body control, guys?
And moving to a star-laden team last year, Walker continued to produce as he always has.
And the scoring average may have gone down, but that was totally expected. This has been a seamless integration of Kemba Walker. Coach Stevens has got to get some credit here. You allow Kemba Walker to play to his strengths, but you also allow him to thrive in the team situation with other talent.
Horford the pass to Harris. Horford in the post. Tatum on him. Embiid, no good.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
There's Brown with the 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. The 76ers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Outside, Walker. Inside, and it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Tice, it's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The 76ers leading. Right side, Horford. Back to Richardson. 1:57 left in the first. No good from 18.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Brown with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. Hayward passes to Tice. Brown wide open. He fires. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And so Horford will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Offensive rebound. Embiid dishes to Horford. Richardson outside. Here's Simmons. Outside, Horford. Ball's knocked loose. Hayward against Richardson. Walker. And Embiid with the block.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Tatum. Marcus Smart's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Horford. And Robinson III comes in for Harris. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Josh Richardson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Ben Simmons. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. The 76ers leading by 4. Thibault on the wing. Outside, Scott. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Robinson. That misses off the backboard. Boston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Brown drives in. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Doris, much has been made of Brown's improvement offensively, and rightly so. But when you ask Coach Stevens about him, he always goes back to his defense.
Well, it's never a surprise with a coach that is the first and foremost thing on their mind. At 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan, that incredible athleticism, Jaylen Brown can guard the elite wings in this league, and he holds his own and competes at a high level. It's a must-have for any championship team.
And Embiid throws it down.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court. And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Well, Brown taking away the shooter's airspace effectively crowd scores and gets them out of their comfort.
Tie game in Boston. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example for those who want to follow him.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Boston, Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Enes Kanter is out there with Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1 spot.
Well, can we remember Jaylen Brown's got a 7-foot wingspan? That's an easy second chance opportunity.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Kanter. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Hilton the pass to Embiid. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Brown inside.
How fantastic is Jaylen Brown getting the position he wants deep inside, easily slams it home.
Burks looking around, and there's the pass to Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Brown kicks to Kanter. Back to Brown. Here's Williams. Second shot opportunity. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The 76ers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Here's Walker. The shot from the low post is good.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
Passes it to Simmons. In the corner, it's Richardson. Out to Harris. Pass to Simmons. Burks for three. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got 5 rebounds tonight. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Alec Burks.
Boy, I just love how Marcus Smart plays the game of basketball. He's aggressive, he's intelligent, and he doesn't mind getting under your skin.
Williams, he's checked in for Robert Williams. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Robinson's checked in. Here's Simmons, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Robinson kicks to Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Richardson gets a wide-open look. A second-chance effort. Simmons passes to Horford. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Tatum with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Well, you like to see Jason Tatum be aggressive even when the defense gets physical.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Marcus Smart. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Philadelphia.
In his career, surprising some scouts, Tatum's hit a high percentage of his threes. The difference last year, he took a whole lot more of them.
He understood, Greg, that his game needed to be more efficient. Far fewer mid-range, long-range twos. He almost doubled the number of three-point attempts from the year before, and that was by design. This guy understands success in the modern NBA, plays at the rim, and plays from 3.
For Boston, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
1:15 left in the first half of basketball. Up top, Simmons. He's got 6, and a dunk by Horford.
Well, how about the strength of Horford? It allows him to finish the play, and he'll get one more.
And the Celtics making a change here. Wanamaker's checked in. The 76ers haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. And 1:01 left in the first half of the game. Outside Tatum. From the arc. Connects from three-point range. Tatum's got the lead up to 3 now for the Celtics.
This guy a sensational shooter. It doesn't take a lot of separation for Jason Tatum to put it in the basket.
Out to the right wing, and Robinson wide open. He shoots. The 76ers with another miss. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. The shot, no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And slam dunk by Harris.
Al Horford is such a tremendous passer as a big man. Wow, does he get work done offensively.
Now Tatum, he's got 5. And the dunk by Tatum.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Simmons. The layup missed. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Tatum leading the charge. So that'll be it for the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They never put themselves in too much. That's all for now.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And for Jaylen Brown at the free throw line, he has worked so hard on his mechanics, and that's paid dividends in terms of his confidence, guys.
Looking for Hayward. He gets it there. And Hayward with the stuff.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Out to Harris. Lets it go with a three. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 3 assists in the game. Brown feeling it out a bit. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Simmons, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call, foul on Boston.
You just have to be more careful with Simmons. So brilliant at throwing the D off guard.
Boston making some changes. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Robert Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Walker. Scotty's checked in for the 76ers. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Back to Williams. And stolen by Richardson. 3-on-3. And Simmons slams it in.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position. Not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
And here's Brown outside. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Scott finds Embiid. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Korkmaz, no good. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for Boston. Pass to Cantor. Williams in the post, guarded by Embiid. Smart passes to Williams. They need this, and the rejection by Embiid. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Brad Wanamaker's checked in for Boston. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. Milton's shot is good.
You know, I've got to say, defensively, the effort simply hasn't been there this half. They've got to pick up their energy.
Smart passes to Cantor.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
76ers haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. Williams, he's checked in for Kansas. Then for the 76ers, Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. And Alec Burks subbed in for Josh Richardson. Here's Brown, and the rejection by Embiid. And they're able to recover. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That's foul number 2 for him. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Mike Scott. Back to Burks. Outside Robinson. The 3. Rebound Boston. 1:35 left to play in the third. It's Brown with the drive. Smart, wide open. He fires. Boston, no good that time either. The 76ers leading by 9. And the pass to Thibault. Milton kicks to Burks. Down low. Williams with the steal. Pass to Wanamaker. Brown outside. .59 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Brown's got 10 points.
Well, don't you love the way Jaylen Brown is squaring up in the mid-range? This guy's getting his feet under him. His pre-shot preparation outstanding.
And Wanamaker has it in the corner. All sorts of time. They grab their own miss.
What an effort to get the tip in. Just wanting it a little bit more.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Knocked loose. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Some changes for Boston. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. Tatum comes in for Brown. And it's Kemba Walker in for Marcus Smart. And the 76ers also making a change. Al Horford is checked in for Shake Milton. Celtics trail by 5. Walker finds Tatum. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Tatum. He's got 6.
Yeah, what a great decision by Jason Tatum. That passing ability is important to complement his scoring ability.
Pass to Burks. Embiid dishes to Burks. Outside for Robinson. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. That concludes the third quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5 spot. That's the Boston 5. Hayward kicks to Brown. Pass to Tice. Embiid with the steal.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the steal.
And it's Thibault in the corner. It's tipped. Outside, Simmons. The pass to Horford. Right side, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And the wherewithal by Simmons, sensing the hit coming and adjusting his shot accordingly.
Brown finds Tatum. Tatum on the wing. Back to Brown. Lays it up off the glass.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Embiid, the pass to Thibault. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Right side Horford. And stolen by Tatum. And again, Boston running the court in transition. Brown kicks to Tice. Tatum on the wing. Guarded by Horford. Clock at 6. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Josh Richardson's checked in for the 76ers. And it's tied up with that one.
You get the sense that Jason Tatum has a drive to be great. This is a young player who doesn't lack for confidence. I love watching him play.
It's a hand on it, and Embiid is right there.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Hayward looking over the floor. Brown kicks to Hayward. It's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Tice. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Horford finds Richardson. Harris with it. From deep three-point range. And Tatum pulls it down.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Simmons pulls it in.
Amazing tenacity attacking the basket, and I'm sure he won't miss that next time.
Here's Embiid. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
The Celtics making a switch here. Smart's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Here's Tatum. Horford with the rebound. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That'll be his second foul of the game. The 76ers leading by 4. Outside, Simmons. The rebound by the Celtics. Tice has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. There's 1:54 left to play here in the 4th. Tatum drives in. That one goes in.
Jason Tatum under duress. Big moment, no problem.
Terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Back to Richardson. 1:36 left in the 4th quarter. And it's Horford with the extra effort. And the 76ers lead by 3.
Oh, you have to love Al Horford, prepared to deliver in the important moments.
Tatum on the wing, guarded by Horford. Tatum no good. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The 76ers leading by 3. Richardson finds Simmons. Back to Richardson. Shot from the top of the key. It doesn't go for him.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Tice passes to Tatum. And stolen by Richardson. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back. Count it!
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
Here's Tatum. Kept alive by Boston. Walker on the follow.
Kemba Walker is fearless and doesn't let the game situation or the clock impact his ability to score it.
And stolen by Hayward.
Points are an absolute must here.
And no time to waste. Not at this point in the game.
Tatum. Yes!
so much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Smart dishes to Tatum. Money!
Man, you can get chills watching Jason Tatum want to deliver in the clutch.
Here's Simmons. Out to Harris. Jacks up a three. He's off from three. And he gets the coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, Jason Tatum, a three-level scorer, and gets to the mid-range jumper. It's good.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those.
The blue line making its way out of the... And as...
Hey, Kevin. Trae Young...
Thanks, D.A. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Celtics, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center position. Now, here is Young. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Here's Young. Kemba Walker making his last shot. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Capella, the pass to Herter. Off the left rim and out.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
And the Hawks making a change here. Dedmon's checked in. Hayward, left side. Celtics passing it around. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Tatum. Over Dedmon. Tatum's shot is off.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Young. Come to me. To the middle. And it's Capella missing. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Here's Tatum. They get it back. And Hayward is right there.
Some things you can't teach. Hayward showing natural instincts to the ball right there.
Here's Hunter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Young from outside, good on the three-point shot. Young's got 5 now.
We saw that coming all the way. Trae Young just doing what he does best.
Brown feeling it out a bit. And the dunk by Brown.
And really, Brown is astonishing when he takes it inside. The defense does not know what to do with it.
Hunter, the pass to Capella. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That is his first foul of the game. Boston making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Jones checked in for Capella. Reddish comes in for Hunter. Andre Bembry's checked in for Kevin Herter. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Atlanta making a switch here. Fernando's checked in. Here's Jones. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's Brown. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
I love the attitude of Brown. If he sees a fast break opportunity, he's seizing it without a second's hesitation.
Reddish. Here's Fernando. Goes up again, and Boston with the rebound.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
It's stolen by Reddish. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Fernando, that's good. 58 seconds left in the first quarter. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for Boston. They trail by 1. Now the pass to Smart. Brown outside. And Jones pulls it down. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Fernando can't get it to go. For Boston, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's Brown. Another shot. Williams against Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Cantor. At the elbow, it's Brown. Over Teague. Boston, no good that time either.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. It's Atlanta. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
Jason Tatum is out there with Williams. Then it's Williams. Then there's Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1. That's the Boston 5. Young outside. Knocked away. Stolen by Smart. And here they go. That one drops for him.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Young for 3. Rebound by Williams. The Celtics with the lead. And stolen by Jeff Teague. The Hawks, another fast break opportunity here. Yep, it counts. Young's got 7.
You know, out in the open floor, Trae Young does an excellent job of assisting or finishing.
Wanamaker the pass to Tatum. And so Boston again turning it over.
Well, you know, he was once the future of the Hawks guard spot. But now Jeff Teague has returned to the team as a backup to the new face of the franchise.
You know, GA, Jeff Teague's going to be comfortable with any role he's given. Right now, running the second unit might be the best use of his skill set at this stage. But what I like, you can play the two together, him and Trae Young, and take ball handling duties away from Trae and let him spot up and shoot it.
Yeah, and I love how strong Tatum is finishing through the contact there. He's shown a real toughness in terms of when he gets in attack mode.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Boston making a switch here. Tice is checked in. Here's Fernando. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Fernando's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
Outside Tatum. Young with the steal. Now here comes Teague leading the break. The kick out to Young. Passes it to Fernando. Just 5 on the clock. Over Smart. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Celtics trail by 3. Tatum dishes to Hayward. It's rebounded by Teague. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. Hawks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. It's Young on the wing. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Enes Kanter's checked in for the Celtics. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Collins is checked in. Young with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Reddish the pass to Capella. Stolen by Kanter.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Young looking it over. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism? For a big man, Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
And Walker kicks to Brown. 51 seconds left in the second quarter. Rebound, Atlanta.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
One thing all scouts love about Cam Reddish. For a wing, he has a huge frame that typically bodes well at this level.
Brown outside. Pass to Kanter. Back to Brown. 5 on the clock. Over Young. That doesn't go either for Brown. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
John Collins is one of those guys. When he leaves the floor, he just keeps going up.
Brown wide open. He fires. That doesn't go either for Brown. And so it's Atlanta. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. The period came to a close with them. And that does it for our
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. 9-point game. Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Then it's Young. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Herter in at the point.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. Hayward leading the charge. Count it. Tatum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, G.A.? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
And they continue to control the glass.
Brown finds Hayward. Back to Brown. No good on the 3.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Tips it up, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got the lead up to 9 now for Atlanta.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Tatum dishes to Brown. Back to Tatum. Outside, Walker. Shot clock at 5. Celtics passing it around, and he comes up with the deuce.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Herter, guarded by Walker. Herter passes to Hunter. Back to Herter, to the paint. The kick out to Young. This one for 3. No good there. Some solid defense from Brown.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Young drives in, and the rejection by Tatum. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Tice. Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And then for Atlanta, Dwayne Dedmon comes in for Clint Capella. And it's Bembry in for Young. Here's Bembry. Here's Herter. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Marcus Smart comes in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. To the middle, Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Inside, and finished off by Collins.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Collins comes over with the double team. Back to Hayward. He feeds it to Williams. Here's Bembry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
All the officials are all over that one.
This is his first free throw of the game. In terms of acquiring the types of players you like, Greg, which front offices have you evaluated that really lead the way?
It's a great question. You know, I think coming off the dynasty, and if you ask Golden State, they'll tell you they're still in the midst of it. I think they do a terrific job. The Celtics are right at the top, too, though. Danny Ainge and Brad Stevens are in sync with what they do and how they develop players, but also how they find those diamonds in the rough. And let's give a shout out to Toronto with what they've done over the last 5 or 6 years. They've created a level of excellence there that has them on the same path as some of the best teams in our league.
A lot of good GMs out there. Danny Ainge of Boston, you talked about them, probably one of the best. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Williams. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Teague, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. 59 seconds left to play in the third. Out to the wing, and stolen by Jeff Teague. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Dedmon passes to Bembry. Outside Collins. To the inside. The kick out to Teague. 2 on the clock, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Kevin Herter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for Teague. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Cantor. Back to Williams. Outside Tatum. Launches it. Kept alive by Boston. And the call will be against Brad Wanamaker. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh, no. He's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Left side Tatum. from outside the arc. Unable to get that one. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Williams is out there with Tatum. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in a point. That's the Boston 5. Young with the steal. Over to the wing. The Hawks working the ball around. And stolen by Tatum. Down low. Tipped away. Kanter.
And, you know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Robert Williams. Brown comes in for Smart. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. There's the pass to Herter. Back to Young. To the inside. Dedmon finds Young. There's the 3. Offensive rebound.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Brown right side. Rebounded by the Hawks. Jones has got 5 rebounds tonight. Atlanta leading by 7. Pass to Dedmon. Back to Herter. Now here's Reddish. Guarded by Tatum. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got 4 rebounds in this game. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Boston getting another chance here. Walker on the follow.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Walker against Young. And taken away by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. In the corner, Tatum with it. Here's Kanter. Tatum against Jones. A second chance effort. And 2 free throws coming up. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on Lloyd Pierce talking with his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Back to Brown, and stolen by Jeff Teague. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Reddish, and Reddish with the slam.
Such a skilled passer. Trae Young knows it's his role to share the ball with his guys.
Walker against Young. Pass to Tatum. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
Jones finds Young, hits the three-point bomb. And now an 11-point Atlanta lead.
Let me tell you, off the catch, Trae Young transfers the ball into his shot pocket as quickly as anyone.
Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to Vancouver.
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Hawks.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Trae Young.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
And finished off by Brown.
And there's no excuse for allowing Brown to get that deep. He's just brilliant at jamming it down the defense's throat.
Teague for 3. They get it again. Capella kicks to Teague. Capella dishes to Reddish. Just 3 to shoot. Teague inside the line. It's rebounded by Tice.
It's just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Tatum's shot is off. Here's Dedmon. Can't connect. And so the Hawks take the win. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action. DA, take it.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Both capable, DA. Thank you. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Greg Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Celtics, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Raptors. They get it back. Siakam kicks to Anunoby. Van Vliet with it. He's picked up by Walker, and Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Ibaka. Outside Lowry. 6 to shoot. Van Vliet outside.
Oh, you love the heart that Brown plays with on D. Always doing his best to disrupt you.
The 3 from Tatum. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Now the Raptors moving it up. Ring shot on the way. And it's blocked by Brown. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Back to Ibaka. It's stolen by Tice. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Puts it up. And it's Brown missing. The Raptors have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Anunoby. And the rejection by Tatum.
The long arm of the law. Tatum prohibiting that shot from ever having a chance.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Marcus Smart's checked in for the Celtics. Anunoby with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Outside Lowry. Clock at 4. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. It's rebounded by Tice.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And it's Brown missing.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first minute.
It's his first trip to the line.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
And he makes both free throws.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. In the corner, Tatum with it. And they'll turn over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And it's the Raptors ball. Lowry finds Van Vliet. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Hayward's running. Tatum no good. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for Toronto. Siakam passes to Van Vliet. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Smart. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Tice finds Tatum. Cloak loose. It's stolen by Ibaka. Now the Raptors moving it up. And here we go. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I'm just so impressed with Siakam's offensive improvement over the years. I mean, he's mastering the ability to play in attack mode.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Tatum. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Gordon Hayward. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Norman Powell's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. 5 to shoot. Kanter, the pass to Brown. Shoots over Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Brown missing.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors. There's 38 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And here is Williams. Pass to Kanter. To the paint. Clock at 6. Celtics passing it around. And here's Brown outside. That's tipped. Here's the break. And it's Hollis-Jefferson with the jam.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and then that helps account for their lead.
And finished off by Brown.
Oh, you gotta love the explosiveness. Brown just eating up any lane to the basket he sees.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Raptors lead by 6. And we'll be back. Pascal Siakam before the game tonight shared his thoughts.
It was always a team, and I think we're going to look.
And Greg, that's how Siakam plays the game himself.
Versatile, very unselfish, and a franchise player in the making.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
And no question, it's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
Enes Kanter is out there with Williams. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Wanamaker in its shooting guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Outside for Davis. Boucher passes to Powell. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Kanter. And he banks in the layup.
Kanter is a single-minded scorer. Doesn't like to be denied when he's got position, even dealing with a lot of contact.
Davis, the pass to Powell. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And the layup falls.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Walker against Powell. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. And it's Walker penetrating. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You love how Walker just attacks the opening, feasting on any lane that D gives him.
Here's Hollis-Jefferson. Some solid defense from Brown.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. The pass to Wanamaker. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And it's Davis with the ball for Toronto. In the corner, Hollis-Jefferson. No good from outside. Boston trailing. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And here's Brown outside. That shot off the mark. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Walker against Gasol. Gasol is doubled. It's blocked.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end, but he's been making a better effort.
Boucher off with the layup. For Boston, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Walker. No good. That would have tied it. Raptors shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Foul for 3. And the Raptors miss again.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Brown kicks to Williams. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Robert Williams is checked in for Enes Kanter. Jason Tatum comes in for Williams. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Brown. And Marcus. Oh, that was something else.
And that's just smart basketball. Lowry reading the overcommitment and just whipping the ball to the open man.
They get it back. Second chance shot. Walker's shot is off.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And Tatum pulls it down.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup, that'll get the whole team pumped up.
The 3. Busted. No good that time either. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Williams. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got his 4th rebound in this one. Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. Siakam kicks to Lowry. And again, Toronto no up. They're running. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Ibaka against Tice for 3. That shot is off. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They have a narrow 3-point lead. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing up on whatever the defense gives up.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So the Raptors 5 right now. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
Man, how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Tatum trying to break free. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top notch. So that process about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Tatum's shot is off, and it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Raptors leading by 4 to the left side wing. Passes it to Anunoby. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. 90 seconds now into the second half. Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Anunoby passes to Lowry. Three-pointer.
I love the way Walker plays defense. He gets right in the grill of his man. Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his struggles tonight. The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
And a move Hayward perfected last season, coming to a full stop in the lane and hitting that little short jumper.
Yeah, Greg. I mean, he'd stop and defenders would just keep going. Every player uses different tactics to create separation. For Hayward, that became his go-to move off the bounce.
And here comes Walker, leading the fast break, and finished off by Brown.
Oh, the breathtaking athleticism of Brown. I mean, just incredible at rising up and packing a punch on these dunks.
High post Ibaka. Pass to Anunoby. Toronto working the ball around now. Looking to end his cold spell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. That free throw, no good. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Norman Powell's checked in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Chris Boucher's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Pass to Hollis-Jefferson. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Powell kicks to Davis. Inside and stolen by Tatum. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Smart leading the charge. Outside Tatum. For the lead, Toronto grabs the miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
That one doesn't drop. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Tatum's got the lead up to 1 now for the Celtics. And it's Davis with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. Powell kicks to Davis. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That is his first foul of the game. And Toronto making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. To the middle. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
He's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
Hollis-Jefferson passes to Gasol. Back to Hollis-Jefferson. Powell dishes to Ibaka. And the pass to Davis. Launches a 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Offensive rebound. And Cantor able to finish.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Ibaka finds Davis. Gasol. The rebound by the Celtics. Cantor's got 7 rebounds in the game. Tatum, that's for 2. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
Well, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Boston on top. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Daniel Tice out there with Williams. And it's Cantor in at point guard. That's the Boston 5. And it's Brown missing, and Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Boston making some changes. Hayward comes in for Williams, and Walker subbed in for Smart. The Raptors also with a sub. Lowry's checked in. He's off on that one. Boston leading by 5. Cantor with it. Brown. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Hayward on the wing. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Siakam's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Van Vliet, the 15-footer, good. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Brown outside. Down low, it's stolen by Ibaka. And Van Vliet, here we go. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anunoby. Tatum, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Boston leading by 6. Passes it to Tice. The kick out to Brown. Tatum on the wing. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 7 rebounds in the game.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Pass to Hayward. Beyond the arc. Stolen. And now it's Lowry running. Here we go. All the way if he can. And good that time. And that's now 7 points for Fred VanVleet.
And such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing possibly. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First free throw is good. Good on both. Now VanVleet. Right side Lowry. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Yep, that one goes in there. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Hayward outside. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. There's 1:47 left in the fourth. And it's Brown missing.
The more threes he misses, I mean, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset.
Count the basket. And now just a 2-point Celtic lead.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
There's been a lot of evolution in Hayward's game, during his career. I'm not sure too many people saw him becoming the terrific player he is today.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Here's Lowry. Kemba Walker comes up with the loose ball. Celtics leading by 4. Now here's Brown. Tatum looking around. Out to the wing, and Walker kicks to Brown. Tips it, and Hayward is right there. Hayward's got 4 this quarter.
Fantastic job. Hayward, one of the most versatile players in the league, showing he's also coached.
To the wing on the left, and Anunoby finds VanVleet. From outside, off the mark.
Look, I know he wants to get him back into this, but that's not the way to do it. They need smart shots, not thieves.
There's Brown with the 3. A new 14 for Boston. And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. Anunoby. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
Here's Tatum. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Anunoby kicks to Siakam. For 3, VanVleet. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. Lowry against Walker. Brown wide open. He fires. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean,